Hey, it's Soul here to get you up to speed on what's up this week in the world of Warcraft. Although this is a special edition, patch 915 is live this week with a ton of fixes and changes that I've repeated way too many times, and you're more than free to do whatever you like, really. I'm just here to get you started, and I'll use my character as an example. My character completed all 4 Covenant campaigns, maxed out his renown, and has rank 6 of the Archivist Codex. That means a lot of stuff opened up account-wide, including Covenant switching, not having to complete the Covenant campaigns anymore, and getting access to Korthia perks without the reputation and renown requirement. We'll talk a little bit more on that stuff later. First off, we're going to want to visit this new NPC hanging out by the Oribos flight point. It sells a bunch of new and useful goodies. I'm going to be buying as many of these broker's marks as I need, and we'll start with 3. The item is a one-time use that lets you boost your level in a Covenant all the way up to 40. You can use them on alt Covenants, you can send them to level 50 alts, it's all good. Next, I'm going to use all my Reservoir anima and buy as many Traveler's anima caches as I can. This way, I can freely trade my anima to alts and move as much or as little of it across Covenants on my current character. These containers are a little bit special because you manually use them at the anima NPC. They don't get sucked up like regular tokens do, so I don't have to worry about having to re-extract this anima. Next, I'll head downstairs to the Enclave. I'm going to switch to each Covenant and use the Broker's Mark to instantly boost the renown level of that Covenant to 40. With it come all the renown rewards that you'd get, including a bonus cache of anima. That anima came from the old Soulkeeper upgrades for collecting souls, and now it's just a free baggie to help me get started. Since I'm on a character that never really messed around in other Covenants, I am going to have to do the Covenant introduction each time, up to the point where you gain your first Soulbind. Immediately afterwards, I can recruit the other 2 Soulbinds and be just about good to go. With this, a lot of the game opens up. Going forward, my player behavior is going to change for a number of reasons. I will need to switch to the Covenant that I want to gain renown with, and then I'll switch to whatever Covenant when I'm ready to do a raid or a dungeon, PvP, or whatever. I did not do what some others did and farm the heck out of anima before the patch. I'd like to take a relaxed but focused approach. For the sake of being practical, I'm going to work on mostly one Covenant at a time with the intention of upgrading each Covenant Sanctum. I'm going to mostly run Covenant Callings with a big focus on collecting anima. Between Callings, the 2 weekly quests, and 2 world bosses, renown is just going to come, so I can put that at the back of my mind. There are limits to Covenant switching though. Covenant Callings are shared, so if you happen to clear all 3 Callings on one Covenant, you can't just switch and have your Callings replenished. Only a handful of your followers are character-wide, although the levels that they and your troops have gained do follow you. I mentioned that the conduit for your Covenant ability is unique, so if you're joining new Covenants, well, you can enjoy that 145 until you upgrade it. Also, when switching back and forth between Covenants, your selected Soulbind is reset to the topmost one and not the last one that you used. Fortunately, you're in the Enclave whenever you're doing this, so just make sure to switch your Soulbind immediately after switching your Covenant. There are limits to the skips that are made available too. You can get your Soulbinds right away, and you can reach Renown 80 without completing the Covenant campaign, although technically you don't complete it, which means the armor appearance and any other goodies earned from the campaigns remains locked, and you won't be able to unlock the extra daily from the Korthia campaign. Whether that matters is totally up to you.
But they promised!
Although the OCD in me is probably going to be a little irked seeing a campaign quest marker like all the time. When powering up my Sanctum, I'll probably switch between all the Covenants and at least get them upgraded to rank 1, and then I'll focus on fully powering up one Sanctum at a time, starting with the Anima Conductor. Fortunately, the quest to collect redeemed souls is repeatable, so I just need the Anima to do my upgrades. Like some of you, I don't have a lot of grateful offerings, and in 915, Callings give quite a few, but it depends on the level of your Anima Conductor. With a rank 3 Conductor, I happen to get 11 from opening this epic box, making Callings clearly a pretty good source of obtaining grateful offerings. The earlier you can invest into the Conductors, the better. In fact, it might be a good idea to do this on all your Covenants first, so you don't have to worry about being on the right Covenant to get the most bang for your buck, and the offerings will just flow. And the bonus anima perks that you get are character-wide, so there's no weird switching shenanigans there either. And the first time I visit Korthia after the patch, there are a few things that I want to take care of. Over at the Archivist Codex cave, there are a few quests to pick up that let me deposit anima and get me a lot more relics from drops. That's because I'll still be hanging around here for the anima. Also very important, there's an account-wide book that I can use on myself and can send to alts that gives a really strong bonus to rep gains in Korthia. For alts, I'll give a really streamlined version of what's up. Threads of Fate got a huge buff and it feels even faster to level it. I suggest using the Renown boost while switching between all 4 covenants, and then stick to the covenant that you want to get Renown on. Complete all the bonus objectives in all the zones, then complete the zone-wide quests to get practically to max level and just a few steps away from max Renown. You can level in Torghast as well, but for the sake of speed, Threads of Fate totally outstrips it in every way. There is a lot more going on, so if you have questions or clarifications, please feel free to leave a comment here or join us over on our Discord channel. We're all here to help each other out. And now let's get to what's good this week. This week, Torghast events return with Beasts of Prodigum. I'm actually just going off my PTR memory, but I think that even while leveling in Torghast, these events are active. Anyway, this is the one where you make your pet all explodey and suicided onto big packs, whether you like it or not. It's pretty messed up, but it's really effective. The World Quest event and Darkmoon Fair is active this week, giving you an opportunity to get some big gains on reputation towards Paragon boxes out in the world. For me, this is going to be great. No doubt I'm going to be doing truckloads of World Quest this week, and the bonus does nothing but help. We're at week 1 of the PvP Brawl being what it says it is. Let's see how it goes this week, and it's the Arathi Basin Calm Stomp. Oh, it better be Calm Stomp, I swear. Over in Mythic Plus World, this week's affixes are Fortified, Raging, and Explosive. This is a good time to get a feel of how effective some of these 915 changes are. For example, in this case, Raging has been nerfed to give less bonus damage to mobs, which can sometimes be super punishing on a Fortified week. Meanwhile, Explosive hasn't changed from the annoyance it always is, but this might be a decent week to push. And for now, that's going to be it this week. I've given myself plenty to do for the next few weeks, so I'm going to be going at it hard. Again, if there are questions, feel free to share them in a comment, and I hope to see you soon, whether it's the next video, on stream, or wherever. Have a great day, folks. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.